Everybody, I'm Jimmy Rance. I'm a tired Jimmy Rance. I've been working a little over 3 weeks every day in my house. Every day. Yesterday while everybody was barbecuing and having your steaks and burgers and hot dogs, well, old Jimmy here was working in my house doing some DIY stuff, kind of some demo stuff. It used to be a lot of guys like to do demo work. I'm no exception. I like to do that. I've been working, it seems like, for a week just to try to get my village room ready for paint and ready for carpet and some new furniture. I'm turning it back into a bedroom, a guest bedroom. And honestly, I have not had a day off in about 3 weeks, and it is really catching up to me. I'm not 25 years old anymore, and it's really tough. I'm not here to complain about all that kind of stuff. But I've probably saved myself thousands of dollars by doing this demo work. I was working downstairs for a long time, moving big furniture around, decluttering, doomsday prepping my house, just getting rid of all kind of stuff. If it was stuff that I don't want to use or I'll never use or I haven't used it in years, it either got sold or it hit the trash can. A lot of money I saw flying into the trash can, but you know what? I don't really care. You know, I was wondering about something. This is going to sound stupid. Um, I wonder as we get older, might as well say I'm 72. Next month I'll be 72. I wonder as we get older, do we get more emotional? I remember when I was younger, it was very hard to get a tear out of me. It was very hard to really get me emotional. I mean, sad, emotional. But as I get older, I know that I feel like I am getting a little more emotional. And I don't know if that's just part of getting older. Is that the way it works? And this is what I'm talking about. I forgot about something. Today, I put on a short. I made a few little shorts. I'm just trying to keep track of the progress of what I'm doing working in the house. The bit shorts are mostly for me, but I'm just sharing with you guys what I'm doing. Say, oh, hey, the old guy does do work. Yeah, I do. Well, I put on a short. I stumbled into it, and I have quite a few little videos that I made, like boops at Christmas time. And I thought, well, let me put this on because a few people have asked they'd like to see boops because I talk about boops all the time. My little whining terrier, he loves to whine. He loves to come in here and drink water, making slurping noises, and he likes to chew. He just wants to be a part of the video. That's all he's doing. But anyway, I have a bunch of videos like at Christmas time, and I thought I had one of just Boops, just playing around with his toys. So I grabbed it, I uploaded it to YouTube, and I was watching it back. It's the first time I've probably listened to it or watched it in, well, a year and a half. And I'm sitting on the couch and I'm watching Boobs kind of play with one of his little, we call it hedgie. It's a little, what do you call it, a hedgehog with a squeaky in it. He loves to squeak the thing. And then all of a sudden I heard, thank you, babe. And it was my wife. I didn't know her voice was going to be in that video. I forgot about it. I forgot about it. I'm talking about emotional. It kind of got me emotional. When you hear somebody that you really care about and they passed away, over 9 months ago, and you hear their voice, especially them calling you babe, and I thank you for, she wanted this chain bracelet that she wanted, and she told me about it, so I bought it for her. So in that little short, that's what she's talking about. But I wonder, do we get, more emotional as we get older? I want to talk about one final thing. The other night, I'm kind of embarrassed about this. I really am. The other night, I'm glad it was kind of late. I put on a video And it wasn't a parody video. And I was talking about the holidays at Christmas time. And I was talking about how I don't I don't want to be around people anymore at Christmas. Bobby's family was pretty much, they're all gone. Her parents, everybody was gone. My family, they're pretty much gone. My mother has Alzheimer's. She doesn't even know her own name. So for many, many, many years, Bobby and I, we just kind of, during Christmas, we did our own thing. We made our own traditions, and our traditions were just being together and being alone for the holidays, watching movies, maybe baking some Christmas cookies, have some hot chocolate, watch some movies together, decorate the house and the tree, that sort of thing. We would exchange gifts. And that was our tradition. And I was speaking to someone, and I was telling this someone that, like, if I remarried, I don't want to have a bunch of grandkids in here. I don't want a new wife and her family and friends coming up here during the holidays. And I guess the way I presented this the other day, it was extremely rude, it was out of place, and it was wrong, and I shouldn't have done it. I said a few no words that I shouldn't have. But after about an hour after I had this video up, I pulled it down. I said, I can't do this. This is not right. But I also said, I have never denied anyone at Christmas time from not coming into my home to have whatever, fellowship, to just talk to have a dinner, a meal with. I would never, ever reject any of my family or whatever family's left. I think I have a half sister and a cousin left, and that's it. No, I have 2 children, and they have families, but they live thousands of miles away from me, so it's not convenient for us to get together at Christmas, So Bobby and I, like I said, we had our own traditions, and our traditions only included us. And I thought, like, well, if I had a new wife, for example, in the future, I was thinking I want to stick to my traditions of being just me and my wife. I know it's selfish. I don't want anybody to come over. It's a very special time for me, Christmas. It really, truly is. When I was younger, out of all of the year, the only time I really enjoyed my family was at Christmas. I even have a video about this, about how the year was pretty tough, except for Christmas. That's whenever I got to spend a little time with my dad, was around Christmas, because he really worked hard. And my dad made it very special at Christmas to make up. I think he was thinking he was buying his children at Christmas because of all of the away time that he was, from us during the rest of the year. Well, anyway, for those of you who saw that video, I apologize to you. And if I ever remarried, I would never try to keep your family or friends out of our home for the holidays. I guess as we get older, sometimes we get a little set in our ways. We don't want to, change is often hard. And sometimes, like I've been alone for quite a while now, it's like you just kind of don't want to be bothered. You know what I mean? When you get older, now this may not apply to everybody, but sometimes you just want to be alone. You want to be left alone. And you don't want to hear all of the running around and the this and the that and the music blaring and TV's blaring, and it just kind of gets on your last nerve. It does for some people. But I just thought I would just come on here. I haven't made a long form video in a few days, and just wanted to say I've been working for about 3 solid weeks, a little more, without a day off. I just have things I got to do, and I move at kind of half speed, and I am kind of visually impaired, and it really slows me down too. I mean, I do okay, but I'm just trying to get stuff done. I'm really trying to take back my house. You know, after my wife died, I want to take back my house, getting rid of a lot of stuff. I want to get rid of the Museum of Memories. I want to start a new life. I have to start a new life. It's taken me 9 months to get to the position of where I'm really ready to start a new life. I'm not there yet, but I am working on it. Thank you guys for stopping by and listening. I really appreciate it. But I would appreciate it if I ever marry somebody, tell your family to stay the hell away at Christmas time. Yeah, we can have fun some other time, not Christmas time. I know that's wrong. I'm kind of halfway joking. All right, guys, I'm Jimmy Rants.